Hi guys, let's just get this. But part 2, we're back. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to Louis. I am 57, and my lovely, beautiful wife has got me this. This is part 2, guys. I had to rush off. I had to book an appointment in hospital for my wife, which I don't even want to think about it, but it was too urgent, so I had to rush off. She has bought me this, and we are going to see this trio of Elvis impersonators: Moses Snow, Sean Clush, Ben Thompson, on the 13th of October in the UK in Plymouth Harbour. I have seen one of these before, I think Sean Clush. Hi, Colleen. I had to run off, but I'm back. Oh, you okay, mate? So I got myself a cup of tea, guys. I wanted to go through your comments, because I tell you what, the comments you guys are giving me are just brilliant, amazing. A lot of your comments, guys, they're you're putting a lot of effort into researching, and it's really helping me. Hi, Deborah, and guys, you're sending me so many messages now that there's so many different topics that you're asking me to look into that I don't know where to start. There's too many. It's good. It's good because it's given me a backlog of things to start researching. And I try and do one thing a day. I haven't even picked a subject today. I was going to do Navarone because I spent a while yesterday going through Navarone, because I think many of you are upset with Navarone and you feel that he hasn't treated Lisa Marie properly. And just generally the stuff that he says is quite shocking in some of his TikTok, Instagram posts, and his backstory and the relationship that he had with Lisa Marie, that he had with his mother. Many of you are saying many things, including obviously his drug problems, and it is a mess, isn't it? If you look at Navarone's life, including his father, who is known as a con artist. I'm not saying he is. I'm just saying he's not, because of his he lied about his heritage, saying he was Italian. Even taught himself to speak Italian. No, you don't want it loud. I thought you were watching TV anyway, and you were playing with your toys. Okay, you can. It's not. Yeah, but it's not working on this one. You're gonna have to pick something else, mate. Happy birthday. Let's go to the beginning and then pick a new one. Yeah. Right. The volume is on. So, the things from I would say that probably the best way, Deborah, is on Messenger, Facebook Messenger. I'll put my name, and that's what Nadia does. That's what Kathy is. I think. Let me just see who's been messaging. Sue did. Where are we? I mean, I do. Let me just quickly check my messages. So yeah, Nadia and Sue are messaging me on Messenger. I'll give you my name, but don't forget I do have a Facebook page that's connected to my name. Let me just show you it. It's called Louis' World of Elvis. I've had it a couple of years now. Let me just get it up. I'll be honest with you, I only used it for posting my Elvis stuff and my diet stuff. It's got all my videos on there, not live streams. Louis' World of Elvis, and then it does say Carnival Diet as well, because that. But it is connected to my name, so there's a chance you'll message it on the name. I'm not sure actually. No, I think you can. Yes, it's got 45 members, and it is made. Oh look, Nadia's posted something on there. Nadia, I've only just seen this. So Nadia, this is how little I use it. Elvis taking care of business in my kitchen. Nadia, we can see your kitchen. Great picture. So I would say if you want to message me stuff, go on to Louis' World of Elvis. And generally it's got all my Elvis videos. So let's go back. Let's just go back to it. So generally, yeah, it's got all my videos, my Elvis shorts. There's 4,000 shorts. Now, I don't know if so, guys. Please watch my shorts and videos. They're all on YouTube as well. Look, there's one. Look, Alexia. Is it Alexia or Alexis? Alexia or Alexis? Tell me. Right. This is good, Alex. Tell me which one it is. It's a Galabos Bais. Alexia is Greek. Let's have a look. Right, Alexia. Birthday to you. Happy 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 birthday, Alexia or Alexis? So look. Oh, I can't talk. Let's press play, shall we, guys? Here we go. Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Well, happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. All right, we know it's not Elvis, but still good. Still good. So Rosemary is in South Africa. Wow. Amazing. My wife's been to South Africa. Alexia or Alexis, are you in England now? Because last time I spoke to you, you were on holiday. Okay, so we've only just started. My name's Louis. I'm a lifelong Elvis fan. I'm in Southwest UK. I'm 57 today. Woohoo! And I'm trying to go through some comments. I do get distracted. My poor little son. But I try and get the lives out of the way early so I can take him out for the day. So it does seem like I'm ignoring him, but I'm not ignoring him because as soon as the lives finish, we go off and we spend the day together and I give him loads of attention. So please, can we play a toy today? Well, we're going to see Mummy today. So I'm not sure about that because we're going to see Mummy. The girl who never met the king. Yes, I think her name is Alexis. Nadia, I've got a picture of your kitchen. I want to buy a toy. Let's have a look. Let's show Nadia her kitchen. Huh? I want to buy a toy. We might do later. Right. Look, Nadia, we have your kitchen. So I didn't know you posted that, Nadia. So guys, if any of you want to message me direct, I always read and reply to all messages. And right, so we have Susan. I'm with you, right, Susan. So you're up as Susan Bloor, but your name is Susan Shannon, right? Got you. I will enjoy the rest of my birthday. Thank you, Sue Shannon. So people can message me on here. Me and Nadia talk. You always seriously, guys. You're family to me. You're welcome. Message me anytime. And we were talking about research. There's so many topics to cover, guys. So many that I'm struggling because there's so much. But it's good that I'm struggling because we've got a lot to go over moving forward, haven't we? I don't know if any of you know this, but we've been talking about this app, and I want to create an app that we all join that we can talk to each other. It's in the very, very early stages. I think these apps are already made, and then we just change the heading, and they enable us to talk to each other 24/7. And also we can post pictures and videos, and we can do live streams. You can do live streams. You can talk to each other direct. So I want a 24/7 app. I'm probably going to call it Defending Elvis. I don't know how to do it yet. It's early days. This is my plan. This is why I want you guys to become members. Please become members, because I want it to be a members app. It's only $1 a month. It's nothing. It's pennies. I don't need your money. It's just, for me, it makes me feel good. It gives me a pat on the back that you guys are becoming members. And we've had quite a lot of members join up, guys. I'll give you the most recent. I won't read them all. The most recent members, let's have a look, are... I've got Chris, let's have a look. Colleen, All Stars 1964, Tonya, Rosalind, Blue Bunny Jill, Patricia Wingard. We've got Carolyn. We've got Lily Ramos, Faye Simon, and Drew. Actually, I'll just quickly rush through the other ones. Patricia Wingard, Susan Bloor, who is Susan. She told me the second name is different. Kathy Smith, Robin Gavid, Wicked Felina, Philomena, Judith Schooner, James McCarthy, Stacey Hastart, Shirley Jury, Eileen Hellaby, and Tracy Webb. Thank you, guys. I know it's going to get to a point where I can't just read them all out, so I will eventually just read the new people. But thanks, guys. You like what we do. You like what we do. But you just sent me a message. Let's have a look. I haven't got it yet. A message request. Aha. Is it Deb? I got it. Accept. I'm going to say hello to you. Hi. All right, let's just click on the message. Was Priscilla married after Elvis? Did she divorce? Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. So, and that's on Rare Elvis Photos. And I do, Deborah, I am a member of Rare Elvis Photos. I love his channel. So this is a new video, yeah? I'll just quickly get that up. He's got a brilliant channel. That's a lot. Let's just go to Rare Elvis Photo. Rare Elvis Photos. Let's just get that up. I'll click on his channel. I highly recommend this channel, guys.
All right, Elvis fans, this is Rare Elvis Photos.
Right, let's have a look. So we're going to go, and I'll just go to his most recent video. Yes, right. Got it.
Rare Elvis Photos. Time to dig back in to see what you guys are thinking.
I'm definitely going to watch this. A brilliant, Deborah, a brilliant topic. And many of you have said this, that she had secretly married Marco Garcia. So this one, it looks to me like it's someone else. What do Elvis and Priscilla fans think? Right, okay. And he's titled it, Was Priscilla married after Elvis? Did she divorce in 2008? Right. 100% we need to look that up. That's a great subject. And let me just go back on... if I ever get it figured out, okay. Yeah, we're going to suss it. Deborah, we're going to suss it. And feel free to message me. Fine, always fine. Right, okay. Guys, anyone that wants to join the Louis World of Elvis Facebook, it's fine. And if that grows, the way we can message each other through that, brilliant. I warn you, my diet stuff is on there as well, because I'm very passionate about this diet, because I feel like the diet saved my life, guys. I'm not going to lie to you. How do we send you stuff we find out about Priscilla? Yeah. Try do it on the messenger. Do it on the messenger, I think. I think you can put links on YouTube as well. Right. Where were we? All right. I wanted to try and read some of these comments. I think we had started to read. Let me just think. I think we had started to read Christine's comments. I think we read about. We were talking about the whole rape allegation thing. Right. So Christine's comment. I do not. Right. So let's just read your comments a minute. Look, I went to Graceland for the first time last month. Oh, lucky you. I took the VIP tour and got to hold Elvis's cape from his black pyramid jumpsuit. Oh, my God, that would be a dream. There is a show in London in the Arches I probably will go to. I went to the Dome about 5 years ago, and that was in the Millennium Dome. And I did see a lot of great stuff of Elvis. Just heard Priscilla was asked why she never remarried. She said because it would hurt Elvis too much. Rosemary, I've seen that interview more than once. It's different. She said it quite a few times. Come on. She did. We know that she never remarried because she wanted to keep the Presley name. Come on. Thanks, Carolyn. Thank you. Rosemary hardly. She really thinks she is all that. It's a different. You know what? With Priscilla, it's a difficult one because I see the good and the bad. But she must have struggled being married to Elvis. Even if I was a girl and I was married to Elvis and he was getting all this adoration and attention because he was so beautiful, it would have driven me mad, guys. Especially, obviously, Elvis was going away, doing filming, doing his tours, and he was always with the Memphis Mafia. So I think we have to try and be fair and understand that she had tough times with Elvis, but also had amazing times, had brilliant times. I also fully accept she made loads of mistakes. She does a lot of things that I completely disagree with. Priscilla has done some serious stuff that I don't like. Yes, I'm not trying to suck up to Priscilla, guys. Trust me, I've got very passionate views about Priscilla, but we have to try and be fair. So I don't want us to be hateful. I want us to somehow be fair. Right, what was this comment? Let's carry on with this comment. Okay. But you guys, you know what I'm like, guys. I love Elvis. So it's always going to be, I'm always going to be biased. So let's have a look. He was forgiving and a loving soul. And I think he never lost all the feelings about Priscilla. I think she'd always have a place in his heart because she was a mother to Lisa. I do know you've looked into Scientology somewhat. I listened to the entire series of Leah Remini. See, I'd have to look that up. I listened to, while being a part of the cult, one is taught to disconnect from their children. I mean, that's just odd, isn't it, guys? Let's have a look. There is an awful belief that removes any family connection. I wanted to mention that as I'm just wondering just how much did Priscilla buy into that? When I said Lisa could be cruel, those words were her own. Even Billy and Joe Smith said that she was a handful. We know Lisa Marie was a handful as a teenager and probably in her 20s as well. Danny Smith said similar words, but the entire family just laughed it off, saying she was demanding and had Elvis Presley's personality. I feel terrible that Lisa has lost a son. I tell you what, I can't think of anything worse, guys. Losing your own son and the twins. They've lost their mother. It's heart-wrenching. The entire series from Leah Remini. Let's have a look. Right, okay. So and that was from Patricia. So we've got some comments here from Nancy. Let's read yours. Right. So yes, the Jerry Koontz thing I need to look into. Yeah, Nadia. Come on, anyone that married him was going to struggle, even though they get to see his amazing side and he was so loving and caring. And, you know, I can say so many good things about Elvis, but there was a side that was difficult in a relationship. I agree it must have been difficult to be with Elvis, but yet it was well known that he was, and she knew long enough, she believed she could change him. She knew what she was getting into. She did. Many of you say this. She chose to follow that path. So I know your point, Colleen. Right, want to thank Colleen for wishing me happy birthday. Not sure how to contact her direct. You could, Alexis, you could join the Facebook, the Louis World of Elvis Facebook, both of you, and you can talk to each other on that. Yeah, try that. Lisa had her complex personality from her dad. Yeah, I agree. She was very like Elvis. Very like Elvis. So Nancy says, if you can, I'd like you to know more about Lisa and Priscilla's relationship. Like always, seems polite. Lisa always seems polite and never said nothing bad about her mother. But there had been stuff going on, and poor Lisa had to feel like she really had nobody. So, do you know what? You look at the early interviews of Priscilla and Lisa, they get on very well. Yeah. And don't forget, at 25, Lisa Marie allowed Priscilla to carry on being the trustee of Graceland. So they had a good phase. Maybe when Lisa Marie got older, she started to find out things had gone on behind her back. Maybe she found out things had gone on between Priscilla and Elvis that she didn't like. And maybe that is why they fell out or argued. We know about the Barry Siegel and Priscilla. Secretly, they were plotting behind Lisa's back, in our opinion. So yes, Nancy, it's true. There's a lot to say about the friendship between Lisa Marie and Priscilla, and we will go into that. So Nancy says, one thing, I'm sorry, I don't think she should be buried at Graceland next to Elvis. It just doesn't make sense. But she should definitely not be buried next to Elvis at all. I can see her daughter. I understand her daughter, but not Elvis. So my attitude with her being buried at Graceland is, of course, I don't feel that she has the right to be buried next to Elvis. They had a divorce. She's had many other boyfriends. They split up on quite bad terms. She definitely has not treated Elvis's legacy and memory correctly, especially with books like this. But I have to also say, her daughter is buried there. Her grandson is buried there. So she wants to be buried next to Lisa Marie and Ben, doesn't she? Because they're her kids and grandkids. But obviously then you've got the whole thing, well, she'll want to be buried with Navarone and her and Priscilla's own parents. So it's a tough one, guys. It's a tough one. I'm not really sure. Let's have a look. So we've got in the Museum of Automobiles, I'm Conway Arc. They have Elvis's Circle G Ranch truck he drove. I'll have to show you the photos. Yes, please, Kathy. I'm starting to learn about the Circle G Ranch. I think she is living with some regrets and trying desperately to cover up her lies and digging herself deep. Yeah, Deborah, I agree. She definitely has changed the story, and she's very careful now to not say negative things about Elvis. She's obviously picked up that the fans are very angry and upset, so she is much more careful. And if you look at the Piers Morgan interview, which you know I think was a whitewash, she was very careful how she answered the questions. Even when he asked, was Elvis controlling? She was like, "Oh no, not really." Do you still love Elvis? Oh yes, he was the love of my life. And I don't want to sound hateful. So, Colleen, maybe when the book came out, Elvis and Me, that hurt Lisa and it changed their relationship. Yes, Colleen, I think that. But do you know what? Did you know there was a book called My Dad Elvis? Did you seriously? Do any of you know that? My Dad Elvis. And I looked it up last night, and it's supposed to be a really good book written by Lisa Marie. Let's see if I can get it up. I'd never even heard of this book. Images. There it is. Look, My Dad Elvis. And I was trying to get. Let's see if it lets me. Let's see if it gives me a write-up on it. I tried last night and I couldn't find a write-up on it. It's very short. profiles of the life of the singer-daughter from her childhood at Graceland and her father's death to the marriage and the birth of her daughter. I was trying to see if we can find it, some kind of review on it. There isn't one there. I was looking last night. I couldn't find it. Look, there's one on eBay for £53. Let's see if it gives a review on it. Have any of you ever heard of this book? Right, here we go. Let's see the description. No, it just says unauthorized biography by Lisa Marie Presley. Why would it be unauthorized? That's weird. Why would it be unauthorized? Let me see if I can get the year of it. So it's on Amazon. Let's go to Amazon. Have any of you heard of this book, guys? So I stumbled on it. So on here, it doesn't give a year. It's $57 on Amazon. It doesn't give a year. It just says, profiles the life of the singer's daughter from her childhood at Graceland and her father's death. And then you've got the writer, who I think is David A. Adler. It says, I write both fiction and non-fiction. All right, no, that doesn't say much. It doesn't talk about the book. It talks about other books he's written. So it doesn't give the year. Let's go back. Let's see if we can find another link to it. Let's visit that one. Well, Marco listed as her stepdad. So, right, it just on here. It just says from 1990s. From 1990s. So there's no review of it. I can't read what it's about. I'll try one more. My Dad Elvis. No. No. Can't find anything that's surprised though. You'd think it says here, I found a bit of a inner page. It says the unauthorized biography by Lisa Marie Presley by David Adler and Ernest Andrews. So if it's unauthorized, that tells me that Lisa Marie wasn't involved with it. You see? So let's quickly catch up on your messages. Over the years, Lisa felt alone and really never knew any other love like her dad's, and till Danny and her children came along, and Ben was her love. I agree, Deborah, and she stayed really close with Danny. We know that he was there when she was found dead, and they were living together, and he would take the twins to school. The name of the book is Elvis, My Dad. Elvis, My Dad, and it's by David Adler and Ernest Andrews. Let's have a look. Who in the world is going to buy a book about Priscilla's? I think, are you referring to Priscilla's new book? Yeah, I think she'll struggle. Thank you. 57. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday, dear Daddy. Happy birthday to me. So my wife has bought me this Elvis World Tour in Plymouth. And we are going on the 12th of October. I can't wait. And I've already seen one of these guys, Sean Cluche. My wife's so lovely, guys. Yes, you want it. Yeah, Deborah. I stumbled on it by mistake, to be honest with you. When I saw it, I was like, ooh. Unfortunately, these books are very expensive. Very expensive. They're collector's items. Lisa wasn't there when Elvis passed. Olivia, I think she was. Any of you fans, any subscribers, please tell me. I think some say that she was the first that discovered him. So, anyway, welcome, Olivia, to our little little get together. Carolyn wants it now. Oh no, Carolyn, you mean the new book? Yeah, I've already ordered it. Yeah, she, you know, as far as I know, she was that Lisa was at Greystone when he died, and she was to fly back home the day after. Yeah, that's what I've heard. But I don't want to be the guru, the expert. Olivia, tell us your version of things, because I respect your opinion. Tell us what you think, Olivia, and welcome to our little get together. How about the Elvis show coming to October to London? You going? I would love to. Hope it travels my way too. Well, Nadia, I heard that it was being cancelled. That there was problems, but I haven't even looked into it yet. It came up on my feed. Lisa was there and Ginger. Lisa phoned. Lisa was there and Ginger. Lisa, yeah. Lisa phoned Linda Thompson. Yeah, that's right. So I was with Elvis' aunt when Vernon called. Oh, right, okay. This is very interesting. Very interesting. Is it Alexia? Is it Alexis or Alexia? Please tell me. I want to say your name properly. Galimera. Galimera. I do speak Greek, but not very well. Let's have a look. Right, okay. Let's see if we can squeeze in another message. I want to try and round. If I manage to get it, I'm going to try and keep going till 12, guys. Please subscribe, guys. It's very important. Please hit the notification bell. If you want to join, it's only 99 cents or 99p a month, and you can cancel at any time. And we're trying to build up our own little membership channel for this new app that I want to create. They have covered some hug things, some huge things. Let's have a look. So where are we? We're trying to find another comment. I'll tell you what, I've literally got 100 comments that I want to read you. There's so many. I don't know where to start. So Christine, this is for you because your comments are beautiful. Hi, Louis. Whether you realize it or not, you are standing in the middle of a battlefield, and I do love that you will not be intimidated. I don't feel that way. I just feel like I'm doing my best to share information, to defend Elvis, and you guys are helping me. I don't feel like I'm in the battlefield. I just feel like I have a lot of friends, including you, Christine Kingston. And we're on this joint little journey where together we're going to search for the truth and help change Elvis's image and legacy for the truth so that people get to know the truth about Elvis. That's how I feel. But I understand what you mean, though, because obviously I do get plenty of people disagreeing with me, especially if they're Priscilla fans. But Priscilla fans are very welcome on this channel. I don't hate Priscilla. All of us know that Elvis had many women. Yep, it's part of his mystique, although today they call it womanizing. To me, when he was a single man, I think Elvis felt like he was single from 68 onwards. And I also think Elvis acted like a single man from 1955 right until 66. I think Elvis acted like a single man. I think once he got engaged in December 66, I think he tried being a loyal, faithful husband and father. Between, obviously, he didn't have Lisa Marie till 68 in was it 1st of February? I think he had a very short period of time where he tried to be the loyal husband, the loyal father. But once he caught Priscilla being unfaithful with Steve Pett, the dance instructor, a year after the marriage, a couple of months after the baby's born, I don't think Elvis wanted to be faithful. I think he didn't. He just saw it as a fake marriage and that Priscilla had exposed her true colours, and he didn't want to touch her. And this thing about him not touching a woman that's had a baby is ridiculous. Then, in fact, the next woman that he went on to see, Susan Henning, had a baby. So it's a lie. Anyway, no one takes into consideration that beautiful women were climbing walls and mailing themselves and hiding in his closets just for the opportunity to see him, touch him, and hopefully bed him. Few men have ever realized that kind of temptation. This is true. Why aren't... Do you know what? When I was a DJ, guys, in my 20s and early 30s, DJs get a lot of attention. And I was single through those years. So I have a tiny... I can relate to it a little bit. I was a DJ for 26 years. I don't know if you lot got... When I was running my businesses, so I had bars, nightclubs, discos, restaurants, cafes, chip shop, fish and chip takeaway shops. I was DJing in my places, in my bars, in my nightclubs. Why aren't we calling these women Elvisizers? Haha. Seriously, I do also believe that there are a few girls that will be considered too young for Elvis chronologically. Well, do you know what? You guys do message me and say to me that some of the girls that Elvis liked, you feel that they were too young for Elvis and he couldn't get a proper relationship with them because they weren't smart enough to properly relate to Elvis, because Elvis was a very intelligent, deep thinking man, and he needed to be with, I think, probably an older woman that could understand him on the same level. Do we agree with that? So don't forget, in the 50s, I have to say this, Christine, in the 50s and 60s and 70s, it was completely normal to have a younger girlfriend. Yes. Centipede, right. So, yeah, it was different times, guys. You know, it was completely normal for a man in his 20s to go out with a girl 16, 17, 18, 19 in the 50s, 60s, and 70s. So we wouldn't really do it now, would we? So, you know, my wife's much younger than me, but she was 22 when I met her. So it's a funny one, isn't it? Right. Right, here we go. Seriously, I do also believe that there was a few girls that would be considered too young for Elvis chronologically. But to know Elvis is to understand that his high level of sophistication was suppressed by his upbringing. He was, in fact, a child man that felt safer, I believe, with a younger woman who matched his naivety. And as well, and particularly in the South, girls were considered women much sooner. Now, that is true. In the South, in the 50s and 60s, women were considered, I agree. You know, in those days, guys, remember, it's 2024 now. It's different days. Definitely that could be said for Priscilla, born sophisticated and savvy, far beyond her years. Now, in the modern time, we want to villainize Elvis for being weak of the flesh, when in fact it is far more complicated than all of us together can figure out. I know that my entire life has been spent setting standards for myself. And I understand this, guys. If you are a beautiful man and you've got very beautiful young women after you, in their, you know, like 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, you know, those sort of ages, and they're literally drop dead good looking, and it's on a plate for you. So temptation is strong. How many men can resist it? Being honest, it was so on a plate, it's like thrown at him. And the Memphis Mafia also have the same problem. They couldn't say no, could they? So I think Christine has a very good point. So let's just have a look. So in the modern time, we want to villainize Elvis as being weak of the flesh. It is far more complicated than this. Together we can figure out. I know only that my entire life has been spent setting standards for myself and others way too high. I tell you this because every time someone burns Elvis' effigy and ashes are swept away, he's still the best man I know, Louis. And she says, do not let your head be directed when your heart shows you the way. I think what she's saying is, because obviously I'm getting opinions from you guys that are leaning towards Elvis, but also that lean towards Priscilla. And some of you are like Annie has just joined us. Some of you are trying to see both sides and not be judgmental. And I can understand, like Annie, definitely, she doesn't feel that we should judge Elvis or Priscilla because the circumstances were very complicated. And I get that. And I think she feels that it's better to just be an observer and have opinions rather than to judge people. And that maybe Annie thinks judging people is a negative thing, especially if I'm judging Priscilla. But I will say this, that the purpose of this channel, really, because we're trying to defend Elvis, is unfortunately we do have to judge. And sometimes I don't like it. Sometimes I'm like, I don't want to say negative things about anyone, even Elvis, even Priscilla, or Tom Jones, or Jerry Schilling, or the Memphis Mafia, or Colonel Tom Parker. But I sort of feel like I have to, because otherwise how do we properly defend Elvis unless we judge? So I hope, Annie, you understand that I am trying to be fair. Yeah. So that was Christine. Thank you. Your comments are always exquisite. I love your comments. They're very smart comments and very beautifully written comments. So, Christine, when you watch this later, so I know you always watch them back, I really appreciate your comments. I really do. So we're running out of time, so I want to go through the comments. Billy and Joe just talked the other day. Lisa was there and just saying, my daddy's dead. And she went out and rode her golf cart and went up to the treehouse with Danny. I'm sure we don't know all, but yeah, I know about this. You know, she was so young. There wasn't, she just went off and played with her friend. But at that age, Carolyn, I don't think any of the women Elvis was with have any regrets. They are the luckiest women on earth. And in my opinion, do you know what, Carolyn? You look at almost every girlfriend Elvis ever had, and they praise him to the max. They always say how lovely he was, how special he made them feel, and how gentle and caring and funny. It's very rare you'll see a girlfriend say a bad thing about Elvis. Very rare. Lisa was at Graceland the day Elvis passed. She was due to return. But yes, that's what I keep hearing as well. Galimera, right? Okay. Anastula, my net. Right. I have to write this down. I keep changing your name. I'm going to write it here. The girl Anastula. Right. I need to get it right. Let's have a look. So the girl who met Elvis, she's a Greek girl, and we've been messaging, and I keep getting her name wrong. Anastasula. My auntie is called Stasula. I'm guessing it's that she's probably Anastasula. She's in Limassol. Anastasula. What a beautiful name. Sula. Yeah, my auntie is called Sula. Well, we call her Stasula. Yeah. She's in Limassol. She runs a cake shop in Limassol. You know, in Cyprus, there's loads of cake shops where you go for a black coffee and a cake. Lisa was at Graceland. Right, okay. So, Olivia, I would love to know more. Yeah, definitely. So we got Carolyn. I don't think any of the women Elvis was with had any regrets. Yeah. Annie, Joe Esposito sent the plane out to bring Priscilla to Graceland. Yes. And there's opinions on that because I've heard that Priscilla wouldn't allow any ex-girlfriends on the aeroplane. Is it true? So we've got, so we're down to girl. Right. So Colleen, girls were married much younger in those days. They were. It was completely normal. I'm not saying it's okay. But it was completely normal to marry a late teenager, you know, older than 16 in the 1950s and 60s. I actually wouldn't do it now. If my 17-year-old daughter wanted to marry a man in his mid-20s, I would discourage it. But, you know, my wife is a lot younger than me, but when we met, I was in my 30s and I was a very young looking DJ. That's how I met my wife. And she was a stunningly beautiful 22-year-old, my wife. Yeah. And we fell in love very quickly and we had children almost straight away. So do I regret being with my wife who is much younger than me? No, it's the best thing that ever happened to me. It's like, we've had 5 kids. We're really happy. You know, we're going through a difficult thing at the moment because she's not well, and we're staying positive and we're trying to get through it together. But my wife is beautiful and amazing, and the fact that we've got a large age difference, I wouldn't say it's what's the word? I wouldn't recommend it because I think the closer we are of age, it's probably a bit easier for most couples. But I wouldn't change it. I feel very lucky. So. But, you know, my wife was 22 when I met her. She wasn't 15. So there's a difference. Lisa didn't ring Linda first when her daddy passed away. It was Sam Thompson who rang his sister Linda. And he handed the phone to Lisa. And then Lisa told Linda her daddy had died. Yeah. So I've had little reports that Lisa walked in the bathroom whilst Elvis was lying on the floor. Now, is this true, guys? Is it true? And that she was the first one to see him? I don't know, guys. Don't forget, his bathroom wasn't a typical bathroom. It wasn't like a little toilet in the corner. His bathroom was like a lounge. It was you know, Elvis spent a lot of time in that room reading his books and just chilling out. It was a very large room. And we also know that he loved sitting in Lisa Marie's room and just chilling out with Lisa Marie. And if she wasn't there, he still would sit in Lisa Marie's room with. He found it very comfortable in there. Even Linda Thompson says Elvis liked to be in Lisa Marie's room. Right? Do you want me? Oh, have you? Okay, that's great. Elvis never forced any woman to be with him. He was true gentleman from. I agree. Yep, definitely, Carolyn. 100%. Elvis was a good man. All right. Okay. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday, dear Louie. Happy birthday to me. Right, I'm coming off in a minute. Mum's going to be here in a minute. Okay, we're getting to 12 o'clock. I'm going to do my best to get to all your comments. Elvis treated every woman who he ever had the pleasure and honor of being with like a princess. I believe that. He made them all feel special, Annie. He really did. The reason Priscilla didn't allow the plane to pick up the ex-girlfriends was because it would have delayed the plane in getting back to Graceland to be with her little daughter Lisa. Well, I'd need proof of that. I'm not sure, Annie. I'm not sure I believe that. Come on, she must have had resentment. She must have had resentment to the ex-girlfriends. Come on, didn't she? From the impression I got, she didn't really like Linda Thompson very much, and so I can't agree with that, Annie. I cannot agree with that it was just about getting back quicker. Sorry, but I could be wrong. Marlon Brando's girlfriend found out that he was cheating, and she accepted a date with Elvis to make him jealous. Yeah, I know about her. What's her name again? The girl off West Side Story. Is that who you're referring to, Nadia? Age is just a number. Annie, how can I say this? Because don't forget, my wife is 41. Yeah, I am 57 today. Now we've got a massive age gap. I met her in her 20s. We went on to have a lovely family. We've got 5 kids together. We're very happy. We've been together nearly 20 years. We're deeply in love, and we have our ups and downs, but we worship each other. And I I don't want to say too much, but my wife's not well. So, but my point is, our age difference, we're still in love. That's it. We're still in love. That's it. I love her to bits. Right. It's all right. So I'm getting a bit emotional now, but we're going to stay positive, guys. My wife's going to get better. Right. Generally, a man that loves and respects his mother is. Yeah, I agree with that. It's good to all women. I agree with that. So yeah, let's just read that comment. I think it's important. Deborah, there is a replica Graceland house in Sugai. Went to visit. You can see the layout upstairs. Oh, that's interesting. You've got that very odd video they did when finding Elvis dead on the bathroom floor. They reenacted it, didn't they? It wasn't Joe Esposito in it, and I think it's weird. I don't like it. Do you know the video I'm talking about, guys? They did it way back in the early 80s, I think. I just think it's a weird video. It shows the upstairs and it shows them finding him on the floor. I don't like it. Strange. They should have done it. The night before Elvis passed away, he found Lisa away and told her to go to sleep. And she told her dad she was worried and to please not die and leave her. And told her to go to sleep and he wasn't going to die. Yeah, I don't know if that was the night before, Deborah. Was it the night before? I've heard this story. Generally, a man that loves and respects his mother is good. Yeah, agree with that. But it's funny because I have a funny relationship with my mum because my mum doesn't like me having a partner. My mum wants me all to herself. I'm sure they wanted to keep Lisa away from the bathroom when her daddy was found on the floor. Yeah, you would think that, wouldn't you, Annie? But she did see him because I've seen interviews. I've seen interviews where she has said she saw him on the floor. So so Deborah says they wanted Ginger to get her out of there, but she seen her dad in the bathroom floor. Okay, thanks, Deborah. Thanks, Eileen. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday, dear Louie. Happy birthday to me. 57, and I feel 40. I'm a Cancerian, guys. What star sign are you guys? Tell me your star sign. So Deborah, right? The girl, right? Okay. We mustn't feel bad about making judgments, either positive or negative, about the situation based on from the information we have. Thank you. I'm going to call you Sulla. Sulla. Thank you. Yes, Sulla. Say Sulla.
Who's Sulla?
Sulla is the that one. Now you see that one. This one. I don't feel bad, Sulla, but I feel. Oh, how can I say it? I am naturally kind. I'm naturally. There's Colleen, and then we've got Nadia. So if you can, guys, put your pictures on your name, and then I can show Tina what you look like. But anyway, I am naturally a kind person. I can't help it. I have a very good heart, and I don't like to. How can I say it? I don't like to make people feel bad. I don't like to badmouth people. But our channel is going to say things that make certain people look bad. So it goes against me and my natural way that I am. But I think we have to, because this is a defending Elvis channel. So we're going to disagree with people. You know, I really respect Annie's comments because Annie will disagree with me and put me right. And then I have to put some time in and do some research and make sure I get my facts right. So I actually don't mind you guys disagreeing with me, guys. It helps me. But thanks for that comment, Sulla. It's love that can. Yeah, we're definitely in love, guys. We're very deeply in love. We're very lucky. We're very lucky. We've just got this very tough thing that we're going through. and she's got an operation coming up in a few weeks, guys. So let's just touch wood. Let's just stay positive. Yes, she was, and Joe Esposito told them to get Lisa out there. Let's have a look. Right, so I do get the feeling that Priscilla isn't a fan of Elvis's ex-girlfriends. I do get that feeling. What do you think, guys? Thank you. Thank you, Kathy. Right. Yes, I thought it was. Yes, yeah, Nadia, that video, not good, not good. That one, I just don't like it. They reenact it, and there's actually people who were actually there doing it. It just doesn't feel right to me. All right, I wonder if is that my wife? If my wife's home, I'm gonna have to sign off. Great, thank you, Carolyn. Me too. Right. Sagittarius, very cool. It's heartbreaking for Lisa. Yes. Right. Shh. Come on. Soon, I'm a nice person. I have a good heart. No, guys, I really do. I'm a softie. I'm a big softie. A judgment is a type of opinion. Yeah. I will never be cruel. I will never be hateful. I get passionate sometimes. Sometimes I get so passionate, I'm like... Yes, she said the night before she didn't want to go back to California with her mother. So 2 p.m. Billy Smith and Ginger woke up to see why Elvis wasn't in bed. Yeah. Sorry that she didn't want him, but didn't want no one else to want them. Right, thanks, Seal. That's very kind of you to say. I'm very positive. I'm reading Elvis, What Happened. Oh, lucky you. I want it. I want that book. Wishing your wife, yeah. Well, it's not going to be speedy, guys. We've got a tough year to go through, but thank you. Thanks, Sula. Okay, I think so. We're getting to 12 o'clock. My wife's going to be here because I don't know if you know, she's a part-time school teacher. She also teaches gymnastics. She loves keeping busy. We have had a bit of a shock that's come out of the blue. So in the last 3 or 4 weeks. So okay. I have the book to read it. Yeah. So that's it, guys. So I think I'm going to wrap things up. I've only gone through a few of your comments. I literally have about 50 of your comments to go through. And I keep saying to you guys, thanks, Eileen. I keep saying to you guys that I'm going to read your comments. And I do actually message you saying, I hope you don't mind me using your comments. But we start reading them, and then an hour goes by, and I've only read like 3 of your comments. But bit by bit, I am going through the comments. Yeah, thanks, Annie. Kathy, Kathy says hello. So when I get off this now, I'm going to take him off that phone, and he's going to play, and we're going to go out. And in the UK, guys, the sun has just come out. So there's 23 of you watching. Please subscribe. Please hit the notification bell so we come together when the live streams are out. And I'm pushing the membership, guys. I want to build it up so we can create this app. It's only $1 a month, or whatever it is. It's pennies. It's not about the money. I've got money. It's about you showing me you like what we're doing, and then we're all growing this little club. So it's important to me, guys. And you can cancel at any time, so don't feel anything. Thank you, Colleen. So I'm going to come back later. But I do find that come the evening, I'm quite tired. Because I was going to do a live last night. I was too tired. So Deborah says Lisa went to Billy's house with Danny and Joey once they sent her outside, and she told Joe Smith, "My daddy." Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I'm gonna have a great birthday. I'm gonna. Okay, bye Nadia. Bye everyone. So we've got Colleen and Eileen, Deborah, Seul, Sulla. I do like to just quickly say all the names. Kathy and Annie. All of you, every one of you, and all of you people watching. And if you're waking up later in the day, because it's different time zones, good morning to you. Tell me where you're from. Tell me your name. And I hope you enjoy our little live stream. This is the second one we've done today. You know I love it when we all come together and we share information and we defend Elvis and we search for the truth. This is why we're here, defending Elvis, because we love him. We're like-minded. We have the same goal. Take care, everyone. Thank you.